Let's solve problems including isosceles triangles. Now in problem number 1, triangle ABC is isosceles, where AC is equal to CB, and AC is equal to 6A minus 8, and CB is equal to 4A minus 2. And we need to solve for the segment AC, the value of the segment AC. So here, since the given triangle is isosceles, then we could say that AC is congruent to BC. All right, the segment AC is congruent to segment BC. So with that, we have AC. Oops. AC is congruent to segment BC. Okay, segment BC. And we know that their measures are, for AC, that's 6A minus 8 is equal to the measure of CB, which is 4A minus 2. And let's solve for A. So we have A is equal to 6, correct? Okay, so let me just fix this. Okay, so this becomes 6. 8 minus 2 is 6, and A is equal to 3, right? So therefore, when A is equal to 3, and we're looking for AC here, so we can substitute the value of A here. So that's AC is equal to, the measure of AC is equal to 6A minus 8, and A is equal to 3. Oops. So 8. So this is 18. Oh boy, 18 minus 8 is equal to 10. So therefore, the measure of AC is equal to 10, right? Okay, AC is equal to 10. So here we go. We already answered, oops. We have already found the value of AC, which is equal to 10. So let's move on to item number 2. And again, you can pause the video if you want to answer first, for us to check whether our answers are equal after. Okay, so in number 2, triangle BUG is isosceles. As you can see, BUG isosceles triangle, and our BU and UG are congruent sides. All right, and angle B, the measure of angle B is x plus 10 degrees, while the measure of angle U is 3x. And we need to find the measure of the angle U. Now, since these two sides are congruent, from the definition or from the isosceles triangle theorem, or yeah, I saw the theorem in isosceles triangle. Now, if the two sides are congruent, then their opposite angles are also congruent. So this is the opposite of the angle of the side BU, and this is equal to the measure of the angle opposite to its uh, congruent side with BU, which is UG. So if this is x plus 10 degrees, then angle G is also x plus 10. So for us to solve for x or 3x, then we can use the angle sum theorem of a triangle, okay? So that's x plus 10 plus, we know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180, 3x plus x plus 10, 180 degrees, or 180. Oops. This is 180. All right. So let's simplify these expressions. The terms, we have 5x plus 20 is equal to 180, and 5x is equal to 160. I transpose 20 to the other side and simplified. So x is equal to 32. Correct? Okay, so x is equal to 32. However, we're looking for the value of angle U, which is 3x. So we're just going to multiply x by 3. So that's 3 times 32. Oh, 32, not 39. Okay, I'm thinking of the answer already. So that's, all right, so 3x is equal to 3 times 32 is equal to 96. So 96 the correct answer. Here we go, right? And I hope we got the same answer. Okay, and let's go to item number 3. Again, you can pause the video if you want to answer by yourself first. Okay, so let's answer number 3. The vertex angle of an isosceles triangle measures 20 degrees more than twice the measure of one of its base angles. So we better draw the triangle here. Okay, and let's say these are the equal or congruent sides. And of course, their opposite angles are also congruent using the theorem of isosceles triangle. So let's say this is our x and this is our y. And of course, this is also y. All right, and it says here the vertex angle. The vertex angle is this. It is the angle which is not equal to the base angles, the y angles. Okay, so we have the vertex angle x is equal to 20 degrees more than twice the measure of one of its base angles. So 20, twice of the measure of the base angles more than, okay, 20. Okay, here we go. So we already have an equation of x in terms of y, and we solve for the base angle. So the y, we're solving for y here. So we know that angle, the based on the theorem of the triangle, or in triangle, the sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So that's 2y plus x is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so I already added y and y. That's why I have a 2y. So we can substitute the value of x here. Okay, so we have 2y plus, oops, 2y, 2y plus 20. So I just copied the value of x here, equals 180 degrees. Here, I have 4y plus 20, 180. And if we're going to simplify and solve for y, so 4y is equal to 160. And divide both sides by 4, and we get y is equal to 40. So y is equal to 40 here. That's the base angle measure. Okay, so we already solved number 3. And let's continue with item number 4. Okay, in item number 4, it says triangle DEG, and triangle EGF are isosceles. And the figure has been labeled, okay, where the corresponding, I mean the sides are congruent. And the measure of the angle EDG is 64 degrees. Find the measure of GEF. So we're looking for X here. All right, so now let's use the definition and the concepts about the isosceles triangle. So let's take a look at triangle DEG. Triangle DEG is isosceles, and as we could see, there are tick marks here, which means these sides are congruent. And of course, using the theorem of isosceles triangle, uh, if the two sides are congruent of a triangle, then its or their opposite angles are also congruent. So if this is 64, this is also 64, right? Okay, and we know that okay, we know that this triangle GEF is also isosceles, as you can see here. So therefore, their opposite sides are also congruent. So if this is x, this is also x, correct? Okay, and there is a theorem, the remote interior angles of a triangle, and it says, given an exterior angle, it is equal to its remote interior angle. So the remote interior angle is x and the x, okay? And when we take the sum of these two, it is equal to its remote exterior angle. So we have x plus x is equal to 64, right? Okay, so we have 2x equals 64, then x is equal to 32. Okay, and what are we looking for? GEF, GEF. So this is what we're looking for, the x. And we already found the value of x, which is 32. And 32 is here. So we already found the answer. Okay, and I hope we have the same answer. All right, now let's go to number 10. Okay, number 10. In number 10, the problem is TG is equal to TR. TG is equal to TR as labeled, so which means that triangle TGR are congruent. So let's apply the given and also whatever we found, okay? Okay, whatever we get from this triangle or whatever we find in this triangle. So if these two sides are congruent, then their corresponding or their opposite angles are also congruent. All right, so these two angles are congruent. Now, if angle S is equal to 2x minus 10 degrees, and angle STG is equal to x plus 10, and angle SGT is equal to 6x degrees, then we're going to solve for letter A, angle, the measure of the angle S. So here, we're solving for this. All right, so how do we do it? Now, since we have a triangle here, and we will be using the theorem that the sum of the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So that's, let's add all the angles. Okay, so we have angle S, angle S, okay, the measure of the angle S plus the measure of the angle G. Okay, so let's use the proper way of naming the angles. So we have angle SGT plus the measure of the angle STG is equal to 180 degrees. Why 180? Because these three angles are the measures of the angles of a triangle, okay? So now let's substitute the values of these angle measures. So let's use another color here. And angle S is equal to 2x minus 10. So parentheses, 2x minus 10. Oops. 2x minus 10. And what is the measure of angle SGT? SGT is 6x. And how about STG? STG, that's x plus 10. Is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so let's move to to our next step. And to solve this, we need to solve for the value of x, of course. All right, or we're looking for what? For angle S, here, 2x minus 10. Okay, so we need to solve for the value of x first. So to do that, let's simplify. Let's combine like terms. 2x plus 6x plus x is equal to 9x. All right, 9x. And negative 10 plus 10, that's 0, is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 20 degrees, okay? However, we're solving for angle S. And the measure of angle S is equal to 2x minus 10. And let's substitute the value of x. So that's 2 times 20 minus 10. That's 40 minus 10. It's 30. So the measure of angle S is 30. Let's see if we have the answer. 30. Okay, here we go. We have the answer here. There we go. All right. So how about the angle TGR? Angle TGR, TGR. So here, right? Okay. So look at this, guys. We have already found the value of x. and we found out that the measure of angle X is 20 degrees. So if we're looking for this, we can find the value of this angle. Okay, this angle is equal to, okay, wait a minute. All right, if 10 is equal to 20, then 6x, oops, all right, here we go, wait a minute. 6x is equal to 6 times 20, and this is 120 degrees. Therefore, this is equivalent to 120. All right, 120. Since this is a straight segment because it forms a triangle, if this is 120, this is our 60-degree angle. Okay, and we're looking for TGR. TGR, so 60. So we got 60. Okay, and let's go to letter C. If angle, or let GP is equal to, or let me erase first this. Okay, so as we have enough space to work on. All right, let me erase. Okay, so we will be having different problems to solve now. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So now let's have a letter C. In letter C, let me erase this one as well. Okay, let's go. So GT, the side GT is equal to GT, the side GT, the measure of side GT is equal to 3y plus 6. And TR is equal to 5y. The measure of the side TR is equal to 5y minus 8. Now, GT and TR are congruent, right? Because it is given that triangle GTR is an isosceles triangle where the sides, the congruent sides are GT and TR. So therefore, since they are congruent, then we could say that, let me do it first. Okay, we could say that 3y plus 6 is equal to 5y minus 8. So to solve for y, this becomes 2y. I'm going to make it shorter. Okay, the solution will be shortcut. So 2y equals what? 14. So y is equal to 7. So since we're solving for TR, and TR is what? The measure of the segment TR is equal to 5y minus 8. And let's substitute for the value of y, which is 7. So 35 minus 8 is equal to 27. So therefore, the answer here is 27. All right, and we need to find SR. SR here, SR. So if TR is 27, if TR is 27, and this is also 27 since they're congruent, and also SR, we're looking for SR, right? Okay, SR, correct. So SR, this one. So we need to solve for this angle, this side, okay? So here, what we need to do is this. Okay, what we need to do here is this. We already found the value of X a while ago, and we found out that X is equal to 20. So we don't have any idea about the segment SG and GR, right? So here's what we're going to do. Now, since X is 20, let's find out if it will help us. This is equal to 30, as we solved a while ago. If X is 20, this is also 30. Oh, so we got another isosceles triangle here. So if this is 27, this is 27. SG is 27. Okay, and we're looking for the value of GR here. So what's the value of GR? in this case. By the way, if this is a 120, if this is 120, this is 60, right? And this is also 60, and this is also 60. So we know that the triangle TGR, okay, the triangle TGR is an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle. So since this side is 27, this is 27, and since the angles are congruent, or we call the triangle to be equilateral or equiangular, therefore this side is also 27. So we could say that SR is equal to 54. So 54 is the correct answer. All right, so I hope we got the same answer. Okay. And please write your comment below this video if there are some corrections or some concerns. All right.